So we have all opened up our Facebooks to check our notifications and found that we have 10 new notifications, and they're all for game requests. Now, I'm not sure whose farm is thriving or who's on level 2862 of Candy Crush, but I do know, however, that those game requests are annoying. However, for those of us that are in an annoyance with our friends for sending us these game requests, there is a term, and that term is Internet Gaming Disorder. Internet Gaming Disorder is in Section 3 of the new DSM-5. And the DSM-5, or the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, which we are just going to call the DSM-5 because I'm not going to say that every time. The DSM-5 is pretty much the big book of mental disorders. It has everything in it, from OCD to ADHD, bipolar, anorexia, schizophrenia, DID, depression, and drug abuse. They're all in there, and if you need to know what their classification is, or the symptoms, or if you may have it, the DSM-5 has an explanation for you. So Internet Gaming Disorder is in Section 3, which means as of right now, it is not classified as a disorder itself. It needs more research and experience to back it up. So it's under the condition for future studies. It's under the conditions for future studies section. So what is Internet Gaming Disorder? It is described in the DSM-5 as a persistent and recurrent use of the internet to engage in games, often with other people or players, leading to clinically significant impatient or distress. And this is according to psychcongress.com. The specific criteria for this addiction, for Internet Gaming Disorder are preoccupation with such games, withdrawal symptoms such as irritability, anxiety, or sadness, and unsuccessful attempts to control the behavior. These are just some of the areas that are classified under this disorder. The APA substance-related disorder work groups review this disorder and included more than 240 articles and identified similarities between Internet Gaming Disorder and gambling disorder and abuse disorder. So practically, this means that they're comparing Internet Gaming Disorder with pot smoking and blackjack. In China, a study has already been done where they are classifying Internet Gaming Disorder as an addiction. Also, the DSM-4 suggested that video game playing releases the same chemicals in your brain that pot smoking does. So who gets Internet Gaming Disorder? So according to psychiatry.org, Internet Gaming Disorder is open for everyone. Anyone can get it. Anyone at any age can get it as well. But in China, their studies have shown that male adolescents between the ages of 12 and 17 years of age are more likely to get Internet Gaming Disorder. Also in China, they have whole sections of mental hospitals to treat Internet Gaming Disorder, which is a main reason why our DSM-5 has it in Section 3 for more consideration, because with the growing number of technologies that we use is just creating a more imminent threat to how often we use such luxuries. And now, I'm not saying that all our friends, that all those friends that send you game requests are crazy, have Internet Gaming Disorder. And I'm not saying that if you're one of those people, you're crazy or you have Internet Gaming Disorder. Internet Gaming Disorder is something that anyone can get, along with anybody being able to take care of. Do it, as of right now, with it being in Section 3, there is no immediate threat that it will become something that you have to go to treatment for, such as drug abuse, substance abuse, mental illness, such as OCD, ADHD, nor as of the DSM-5 suggests that there will be any medications for this. There's a poem called Look Up by Gary Turk, and it has a lot to do with using the internet and using technologies. So I just wanted to read a passage from that real quick. So look up from your phone, shut down those displays. We have a finite existence, a set number of days. Don't waste your time getting caught up in the net. When the end comes, nothing's worse than regret. I am guilty, too, of being part of this machine, this distal world where we are heard but not seen. We type as we talk and read as we chat, where we spend hours together without making eye contact. This poem by Gary Turk just shows that the day and age that we are living in, we are becoming more dependent on technological use than we have been in recent years. And that has partly to do with the fact that we can get an iPhone that has every which way you could have on here. Also, that internet gaming is becoming such a big thing because now I can play with someone who's not even in the same state as I am in.